Today we will discuss another important program on a linked list. What I told you in the last class that we will discuss some important programs on linked list. It is not necessary for your exam but also necessary for your campus interview. You may be asked to write a piece of code on these uh, topics. Okay. So today we will making a linked list reversed. After we reverse the list, a single list, the first node will be at last, and last node will come as first position. That just opposite. The link will be uh, uh, established in opposite direction, in reverse direction. So this program we can do in two ways. First one, I can say that if we add the nodes, if we store the reversed form of the original list in some another list, that may be a case. So in that case, what we will be doing, we will be traversing the nodes in the list, and while traversing, what we will do, uh, create the nodes in the uh, new list where this total nodes will be allotted in the reverse direction. So while traversing the original list, we will create a node and copy the content of that node from the original list to the new list. But for that, what we have to do, let's say, okay, let me present, start presenting. This one. The screen is visible. Screen is visible to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is your original list. We will create a list which will be the reversed form of the original list. So what we will do, we will keep on traversing the original list. Let's say we'll start with 10. This is the root of the our original list. So we will put we will create a node in the uh, new list. Let's say this one. Okay. So first we will uh, pick up this one and create a node and store the content of this here. Okay. Let's say it is 10 here. Okay. Now I have to move to this node to traverse second node of the original list. Then where should I keep it? I should keep it at the beginning of this one. So if this 17, this node comes as a node followed by this, the first one. So 17 will come before 10. Okay. Then 25. So 25 should come before 17. So after we traverse the three nodes, 25 will be the first node, 17 will be the second node, and 10 will be the third and last node. So this way, while picking up all the nodes, we will keep on adding the nodes at beginning in the list, in our new list. So if we keep on that function, what we discussed in the linked list manipulation, at adding a node at before. what we will do, we will perform this operation. We will perform this operation adding a node at the beginning. Okay. So if we do so, so at last we will see that we will get a new list which will be just a reverse form of this one. Okay. If we keep on add at beginning, so the last node will come as the first node of the new list in this way. Okay. So it is very easy because you have already done how to add a node at the beginning of a list. Here what you will do, every time you will be creating a node and you will add that node at the beginning of the list. Okay, so it's very easy, but it's a bit lengthy. Second way is that without creating another list, we will just we will make the links reversed. We will just change the direction of these lists. Okay, are you getting? One case may be if we take the help of another list, that we can do the first one. And second case that without creating any other list, we will reverse the original list. Means that reversal will be on the original list. Okay. So that is quite logical. You have to understand step by step. So I am now today I will discuss about the second one, right? Because the first one, taking creating another list is very easy. Okay. I think if you try, you can do yourself. But the second one, that is without creating any other list, without taking the help of any other list, if you want to make the original list reversed, so you need to understand the logic, right? So that logic we will discuss today. So let us discuss the code. I repeat, this program is very important for you. So many times you'll notice that this question has come in the semester exam. So the structure will be same, type def struct, this entity type will be same, create, display, get node will be same. Now we have given a name of the function where we will be writing the code to reverse the link of the list, reverse list we have given them. And here, since we are not taking the help of any other list, since we are not creating any other list, so the original list will be reversed. That's why sent the address of original list, the address of original list. Okay. So here, that's why only one argument is sufficient. So now to start with main ndptr L1. This is our original list. Okay. You can also give the name root. Okay. So this is the root of the linked list, original list. Okay. And initially it will be null. So first, as usual, I have to create the list, isn't it? So for that, the same code will be applied here also, taking a loop, how many nodes you want to create, and every time you have to call create function to add a node to create the entire list. So that create function will be as usual same as before. Then after we create the linked list, we are displaying whether we have been able to create the list successfully or not. Now, this is the main point where we will write the code to make the list reversed. So here, since we are changing the address of the root, isn't it? Now, the last node of L1 will be the first node of L1. So definitely the root will be changed, isn't it? Hello, are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
After we discuss this one, don't consider this figure. This is for the taking the help of another list. We are just restricted with the original list. We will change the original, modify the original list. No second list will be there. So concentrate on the first one. So when if you consider that the address of this node is 100, this is 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. So right now the address of the first node is 100. So after we make it reversed, then the address of the root or this first node will be what? 600, isn't it? Means that begin will hold the 600. It will be just opposite, the reverse direction. Okay. So I have to send the address of the root. Okay. Address of the root. So you have sent the address of the root. Now void get node create, all this will be same. Display will be same. Now this is very small code, very small, but you have to understand the logic. Here we have to take three. We have to take 3 pointers. This is the same logic. This logic you will get in every book. This logic is actually maintained to to write this function, making the list reversed, the original list reversed. PQ1, we will take 3 pointers. P will be null, Q will be the current position of the pointer. We have to, I told you that we cannot uh, move the root of the address, we can move the root of the linked list, right? Rather, we can do what? We can copy the value of the root to any temporary variable, and with that variable, we can traverse the entire list. We cannot move the original root. If we move the original root, then that linked list will be disrupted, means that the positions we will be moving, so that number of nodes will be deleted from the list, because there is no way to get back for the single list, right? That's why generally we don't change the content of original root. Rather, you can copy the root to any temporary variable, and you can traverse the list with that temporary variable. এই পঞ্চাশ চল্লিশ so so that is the case. Here we have taken a pointer variable q for that traversal. Okay. Here that pointer q, so q is star l1, means q is now the base address. The q is the root, right? Root of that of the original list. Now, so long the q will be null, we will be performing this one, this changes. Now q is means root of the list. Now we will traverse the entire list right from the beginning. If it is 100, it is 200, 300. Now q is 100. So we will, if we write that while q, so long that q will not be equal to null, it will keep on moving. That loop will be continued. Okay, loop will be continued. So while q means while q not equal to null. So if it is true, then what we are doing, we are storing the address of the next node to another variable r, to another variable r. Let's say if it is 200, then r will be q arrow next, means r will hold always the next, the address of the next node. Okay, q will hold the address of the current node where while moving, while traversing, and r will always hold the address of the next node in transit. Okay, while traversing. So this one r, so q, r is q arrow next. Now means right now the as per this figure, q is this, r is this. Not what we are doing, r arrow next will be our q, means we are just making a link from this to this. So this node is pointing to two nodes. the third one and the first node, first one. Got it? First one. This node is pointing to Q, and also as usual it was pointing to its next node. Okay. Q arrow next is P. Q arrow next is R is Q arrow next, and Q arrow next is P. So this is our just a minute. Okay, let me right now Q is here. Uh, just a minute. Q arrow next is P. Actually, I have moved one step further. So let me come back to one step uh, before. So what here, according to the code, just see, R is Q arrow next. Now Q arrow next is P. P was null initially. So now Q arrow next will be what? Q arrow next is P, means Q arrow next will be null. So R is Q arrow next and Q arrow next is P. R is Q arrow next means R points here, Q points here, and P becomes what? Becomes what? P P was null. Now Q arrow next is P, means Q arrow next becomes null since P was null initially. Q arrow next for the first iteration, right? Q arrow next becomes null since P was null. Now if Q arrow next is P, so Q arrow next means this becomes null. Got it? After we make the link from second node to first node, now since this will be our last node after we reverse the original list, this will be a last node, so next part of the this node will be null. So that's why, and since P was initially null, so Q arrow next is P. Okay. Q arrow next is P. Now what we have to do, we have to move one step, next one step further. So to move to the next node, P becomes equal to Q. Now P will come here because as you know that Q was holding the next address of the next node of P. So now P becomes Q. Sorry, Q becomes P. Sorry, Q becomes P. P is Q, means P was null. After that, P becomes Q. Now P is Q. Q is our current node. So P becomes Q. P is here. And Q is R. R was where? R was holding the position of the next node. So Q will be R. So after the first iteration, the position of this, that P is here, Q is here, and R is here. Okay. After the first position, P is here, Q is here, and R will be here. And after this, for the first iteration, before we to go to the second iteration, Q and R stands on the same node. But when we start with the second iteration, R will be Q arrow next. Now R will move to the third one. R will move to the third one. And again, when R moves to the third one, again this link will be pointed to here, so that this becomes the next node of this one, and then P will come here. This way, in each and every step, we will keep on changing the 3 pointers, position of the 3 pointers. If you go for a dry run, you will be able to understand by yourself. Okay. So this way we will change the position of the 3 pointers, and eventually what we will see that it will come out with the reverse form of the original list. Okay. And after the link is reversed. Now we have to make the original root. We have to change the original root. Original root was what? Star L1. We stored this star L1 with Q, and we work with the help of this Q. We traversed the entire list with the temporary variable Q, but original root was not changed. But now, since the last node has become the first node, we have to change the content of this was our L1. So L1 will be our star L1 will be our P. Okay, so if we run the program, it is actually until and unless you will just a minute. Okay. Until and unless you make a dry run by yourself, completely you will not be able to understand. So I will ask everyone to make a dry run for this. Okay. Okay, how many nodes you want to create in L1? Let's say 6 nodes. Okay. Enter info 100, 150, 100, 200, 200, 300, 400, 500. English one was 100, 150, 200, 300, 400, 500. Now reversed of the original list, let us see. 500 has come first node as first node. 500, 400, 300, 200, 150. So it is just the reversed form of this original list. So now the original list has been changed. Okay, see, you can see the code. We have called the original list. We have called the display for first. It was displaying before we make the list, before we make the reverse. Okay, so after we reverse the original list, then if we display the L1, same L1, we are getting its reversed form. Got it? Hello? All of you have noticed.
Yes, sir.
So what you will
Yes,
do,
sir.
actually this was very important for you, and I have seen
Yes.
times in your previous years, this program has come. It is very short. It will take only 4 to 5 minutes, but sometimes you have to, because here, since here in this case you are supposed to handle with three individual variables pqr, so which will come after what, means the sequence sometimes you forget, so better you will get it by heart. But first time you have to understand only after having a dry run, so only you can do, you will just try to understand the code step by step, having a dry run in your copy. Okay, that will be the best for you to understand the code completely, right? Otherwise you will not completely, you will not be able to understand. Okay, uh, and any confusion for this code? This part actually you have to understand. PQR, so this way RQP, this way actually it will maintain the sequence while moving RQP, PQR, then PQR, PQR, PQR in this way. Okay, after we reach this here, this will be our Q when R becomes null. Okay, so I think you will uh, mm, write the answer if you get it by heart. But the first case, what I told you, that taking the help of second list you will be able
assignment
to
for the
do,
what is lab
isn't
class.
it?
You have to write a
Hello. This is the second case. The first case, what I was telling you,
reverse
that
the links
taking
of
the help of
a
other
list
lists
of a
according to
list,
this.
and reverse
If you take
form will
other
be
list, if you
stored in
create other
another
list,
list.
which will
Okay.
proceed just as the linked as the reverse form of the first one, it will be easy for you to write because only the function you need to write, that is add at beginning. Got it? So I will ask every one of you to write this code, to try to write this code. Okay. Hello. Any question? Have you got the difference between two cases? One is taking the help of other list and another is without taking the help of other list. So original list is being reversed. Got it? Hello. I can't hear the voice of anyone.
Yes, sir.
So, and after we do this, another important program on linked lists, which is also important. That is only left. If we complete that one, that linked list will be over. That is the uh, addition of two polynomial equations and multiplication of two polynomial equations. If we complete these two programs, it will be over. The linked list coding um, of the linked list will be over, and it will be necessary for your lab exam also, right? You can expect these programs in your lab also. Okay. So after that, we will continue with the B tree. Okay, in the last class, the those who attended the last class on the B tree, any confusion you have from the B tree, how we are creating a B tree, how sometimes we a particular node having the few keys are splitting, why we need to split, how a particular key uh, is being raised to the to its upper level. What is the necessity? Means just how you are creating a B tree. That is we discussed in the last class. So what you suggest? Should I repeat it once more, or you have understood the creation of B tree, insertion of nodes in a B tree, and deletion of one or two nodes means keys. Because here in B tree, a particular node can have more than one key, isn't it? That depends on the order of the B tree. I told you that if a B tree is gets its order as n or m, so the maximum number of keys it can store, a particular node can store, is m minus 1. I told you by the definition of B tree. So you let me know whether the insertion of the keys or deletion of the keys to the B tree needs to be discussed again, or you have understood from the B tree. What do you suggest?
স্যার আবার রিপিট করবেন?
If I repeat
Repeat
for
করবেন। লাস্ট
repeat
ক্লাসটা
for
একটু মিস হয়ে গেছিল।
ও তুই ক্লাস ফার্স্টটা করিস না অভিদা?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
তো ঠিক আছে, আমি I will repeat the B tree. I will tell you that the best way that I will take an example with some, let's say, 10 or 12 number of keys, and with the keys I will create a B tree with some order. It may be three order, my name is two types of order I will show you: B tree of order 3 and B tree of order 5. Okay. So two example, if I discuss, I think it will be clear for you, all of you. It's very easy, and you can make a score very easily with this theoretical part B tree, and B plus tree is very very small. only a modified version of B tree. B class tree is another topic, very small topic. It is just a modified version of B tree with some additional factors. Okay, so that we will discuss. So okay, then the next class. But today you have a lab class, I think, right? Hello.
Yes,
You
sir.
take a lab,
Yes, sir.
Jyotish. So, okay, in the lab class, let's see what we can discuss that program. And my suggestion is that what I was telling you, you uh, you will write the first one. That is that with the help of another list, how you can reverse a list, right? So from 3 p.m. your next lab will be started. So by the time you just think how to do it, but you can start trying from now. Okay, I will ask all of you. And today the lab attendance is very important for you because in the lab performance, continuous evaluation, okay, the continuous number of labs you are attending, that is very important. Okay, number of labs you are attending. Those who are will be attending less than 80%, so they will lose their grade in lab. Okay, CS 391. Okay, because you can expect that lab. I don't know that whether it will be online or offline, whatever it is. Okay, but here you have to if it comes if it is conducted with the online, then I will check the online execution of all of you, right? So you have to be confident with writing codes. So you think from now, try to write the code. You can write the code on your copy. On from 3 p.m. you will start writing the code on computer or laptop. You will show. Okay. So the question is write a program which will reverse a list, taking another list with the help of another list. That is what you are going to write from 3 p.m. And what I discussed, that is without taking any other list. The original list is getting reversed here. Okay. Okay, let's conclude our today's theoretical class. So we will see again from 3 p.m. and convey the message to others that lab attendance is very important. All the attendance of all the classes are important, but in case of lab also, it's very important. Only you have one lab in 1 week, okay, every week. So it is very important for all of you to attend. Okay,
স্যার,
let's conclude the class. কিছু বলবি কেউ কিছু?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, বলছি কোশ্চেনটা একবার বলুন।
ওই তো write a program to reverse a linked list with the help of another list. ঠিক আছে? এই কোশ্চেনটা মারলি
ওকে স্যার।
নেট থেকে কোড বার করে নিলি, কপি করে দিলে হবে না, কারণ আমার স্টাইলে কোড লিখতে হবে, মানে সেখানে এনডিপিটা থাকতে হবে। বুঝতে পেরেছিস? আমি যে স্টাইলে, আমি যে লিঙ্ক লিস্টটা যেভাবে দেখছি, অ্যাড বিগিনিং properly into the hint, already I have given the hint. You have to use that add at beginning function. What we discussed while in manipulation of linked list in the previous class. So from that code, you have to choose only that add at beginning, which will be required, okay, for this program. Okay, let's conclude. Uh, so presenting how many? 15 candidates. Okay, present. Okay, bye. We'll see you from 3 p.m. Okay.